Beleza, testando. 1, 2, 3, testando. Testando. Agora acho que vai ficar bom. Agora vai ficar bom. Deixa eu ver aqui como que tá. Testando, testando. Beleza, tá ótimo. E bora. Prontinho. Problema resolvido. Olha, reconhecimento tal. Pegar essa bagaça aqui. E vamos que vamos. Aqui eu não tô com maestria ainda pra isso. É bom pegar esse item aqui. Ligar o som aqui, beleza. Controle de reinicialização do sistema. Pega aí. Beleza. Pole position. Deixa eu ver como que tá meu sistema aqui. Caralho, tô pesado pra porra, velho. Novos itens. Vou comer um hambúrguer aqui. Mochila de reconhecimento. Deixa eu transferir pra menina aqui. Vem cá, minha filha. Vamos trocar equipamento aqui. Deixa eu pegar... Acho que tá em mochila, né? Cadê mochila? Aqui, ó. Deixa eu ver. 6.3. Caralho, moleque. Pegar isso aqui. Pegar isso aqui. Oh, bosta. Vamos virar aqui, mochila. Oh, que isso, mano. A mulher não consegue mais carregar nada. Não aguenta nada também. Deixa eu ver uma coisa aqui. Compartimento de carga. Não. Ordenar, beleza. Ah, velho, vou arrancar alguma coisa pesada aqui, já era. Vai ser as mochilas aqui. Mochila 18, velho. Ih, na boa. Vamos lá, mochila. Mochila 18, ó. Larga essa porra. Essa aqui é 30, ó. Larga essa porra também. Bom.
That's my father he's addressing.
Bora.
He was here? Didn't think he'd have the guts to look those soldiers in the eye before blowing this place to pieces.
Admiral! It just transformed.
Almirante.
An invisible weapon. No planet would be safe.
Não, vou trocar equipamento.
Closed off the sewers after my evaluation. They're all in this facility?
Other than our casualties, yes, sir.
E bora.
Good. Get them into defensive positions around the spaceport. No one leaves. I'll send ships as soon as possible.
Thank God. None of us wanted to go down swarmed by those things.
That won't be your fate, Colonel. You have my word.
Transcription complete. Physical copy available.
An invisible weapon. He knew. He knew about the Lazarus plant.
Warning.
We should talk.
Vamos lá. Boa.
Hey, Victus. He destroyed this place. Killed these people to keep what he knew about the Lazarus plant and the terramorphs and all this a secret. Didn't he? He saw the
Sem
potential of the
dúvidas.
plant as a weapon and hid it away. He killed those people. Condemned this city to keep them from sharing what they might have seen. He was
Assassinato sangue frio.
yes. Exactly what we all thought he
Exactly.
was. But I guess that's just another part of his sick legacy now. He thought he was protecting us all, taking the secret to his grave. Only he didn't succeed. Now someone else knows about the Lazarus plant and is using it exactly how he feared.
Você tem razão. Ele já era e cabe a nós resolver essa história. Escuta, é melhor irmos embora, temos trabalho a fazer. Edgar, seu pai ainda está vivo. Ah, eu vou falar então a verdade.
Now's not the time to joke like that, alright?
É verdade. Ele alega que tá tentando nos ajudar. Quero que você me escute.
No. That's insane.
Ele
He
morreu.
died. They
Executaram
executed
ele.
him.
Não
They
executaram.
faked his death? My entire unit, they threw us all to the wolves, but kept him? And now he's what? An advisor? Commanding the fleet in secret? What was so important that they had to keep him alive?
O gabinete anterior achou que ele era útil demais.
I'm sure they did. They invested so much in him over the years. Even grew him an entire family he didn't want.
He's alive. Vay Victus is still alive. This is just typical of UC bureaucracy. A cover-up of this magnitude could directly lead to war. What the hell is the matter with them?
I guess it makes sense though, doesn't it? The UC of that era only created me because they were afraid of a world without Vay Victus in command. Why would they get rid of him? As long as I live, I'll never understand the loyalty that old bastard elicited. But wait, if my father's alive and knew about the Lazarus plant, what do you think the chances are he was involved in the attacks? And even if he wasn't directly involved, I guarantee he knows something.
So you're telling us that the attack on New Atlantis was Vay Victus's responsibility, just like the loss of Londinium. That's insane.
But I guess we're not getting any more answers right now. Come on, let's go get that last sample.
Beleza, vamos pegar a última amostra. Já dedurei todo mundo.
Kaiser,
X9, hein?
Next time, use your jetpack.
Guys, your sample, it moved. I'd be real careful out there if I were you.
that doesn't sound good. Eyes peeled.
Mochila. Arma bosta. Equipamento merda. Opa. Esse fuzil aqui me interessa. Apesar de provavelmente ficar pesado, me interessa esse fuzil. Que é esse aqui, né? Deixa eu ver aqui o que nós temos. Uma faca. Deixa eu ver esse fuzil como que ele é. Interessante. Sai.
Run! Run now! Go!
Well then, let's give it all we've got.
Stay out of my head! That sound. What is that?
Puta, essa arma aqui é uma bosta.
That thing is putting out. Brute for some company.
Puta, saiu um monte, velho. Fudeu.
You have to help me.
The signal that thing's putting out to call in those creatures? I think I can.
Fudeu, eu tô sem munição.
I need some
Sem
help.
porra nenhuma.
There should be some radar equipment powered up now around the port. You get those online, and I'll relay my signal through
Kaise
there.
fica me...
They're gonna kill us. Please help.
Fica me... atrapalhando. Deixa eu ver se eu tenho munição em alguma coisa aqui.
Show me what you got.
Surrounded. All around.
Fudeu. Sem munição vai ser foda, hein?
It's got me! It's got me! Where are you?
Tá porra.
There. It's right there.
Vai, meu filho, pula.
Connection received. Broadcasting signal.
Look, it's working.
Help! Help! They're gonna kill me!
But the thralls, they're attacking the anomaly. Percival, are you doing this?
That's not me.
Here! I'm over here! Oh God! Please don't let me die!
Oh God. Please.
I'm just nulling out the frequency.
Die.
We freed them, and they're
Deixa eu ligar o bagulho
helping
aqui que
us.
vai ser mais
I've still got more capacity.
interessante.
Get to the next dish. No signal online.
Which one? Which one is going to kill you?
It's working.
One more dish and I should be able to shut it down completely. No signal at full power. That should be the end of its connection to its thrall. Now hit it with everything you've got.
You can't beat it. It's
Sai,
too
Kai.
strong. Give up now.
Deixa eu ver aqui que eu tenho. Caraca, queimadura de frio, velho. Vai, Kaiser.
To take a look at that under a microscope.
Pungent.
Tá, deixa eu dar uma limpada aqui.
Good. Now just stash that sample with Kaiser and we're done.
Cadê o Kaiser? Volta aqui, Kaiser.
Final sample secure.
All wrapped up. Time to get the hell out of here. Percival, you should unplug and find somewhere we can
E vamos
talk
que vamos.
privately.
On it. See you soon.
It sounds like Major Sanan and Dr. Walker have things they wish to discuss.
Temos que ir lá. Bora.
There's a huge difference between being prepared and carrying too much. I can't be a part of this.
Puta, travei aqui. O som aqui morreu. eu tô sem munição, cara. Olha que safado.
This is murder! You're on your own! You just killed that person in cold blood! Are you insane?
Initiating combat! Cover me! Back up!
Ai, sobe, Zé Ruela.
I got him! On me! Keep their attention! Dispatch!
Essa metralhadora aqui é boa, hein? Isso aqui me deixa mais pesado, mas também melhora bastante, ó. Vou ativar isso aqui. Vou jogar fora isso aqui. Esse aqui eu vou deixar por enquanto, mas tô pensando em jogar fora também. Cara, eu tô bem pesado.
Look at all of you, back from the underworld. Got pretty frantic on the comms towards the end there, but it sounded like this was a success. Got everything we need to put this plan in motion.
Sem dúvida.
Ah, best place for them. Now, my connection might have gotten a bit fuzzy there, but do I have it right that Vay Victus knew about this damn plant?
That's what it sounded like.
Guess the old Admiral must have told someone what he learned. Even he's not clever enough to pull off an attack like that from the great beyond.
It's a bit more complicated than that. Captain, he needs to know. Vay Victus is alive, which means he could have been involved in the attacks.
Alive? He's... Vay Victus? That can't be true, right?
Unfortunately for us all, yes, it's true.
So that means we have a suspect.
I believe that's exactly what that means. Look, Captain, Percival and I, we need to
Já
get
era o
these
segredo.
samples back to the lab. Ensure we'll be able to handle cleaning up the
O
leeches as
segredo
well
foi
as the
por água
terramorphs.
abaixo.
But Vay Victus is the only solid lead we've got on the attacks. Since you're the only one who knows where he is, can you speak to him? See if you can get him to cough up anything he might know. Good. We'll all meet back at mast, outside the cabinet chambers. They're gonna want to know everything we've uncovered here. Best of luck, Captain. And thank you for dealing with him.
Terramorphs are heat leeches. Considering what else we found, that might be
Aê.
the most surprising discovery of the day.
Vou sair dessa merda desse lugar.
Oh, that jump looks painful.
Esse lugar gelado da porra. Vou aproveitar e fazer uma coisa. Nave. Compartilhamento de carga. Ó. Isso aqui deposita, isso aqui deposita, isso aqui deposita. Isso aqui deposita. Isso aqui deposita. Mochila. Deposita essas porra tudo aqui, ó. 69 72. Esses dois aqui. Traje já foi, mochila já foi, capacete já foi. Só que só tem um. Isso aqui fica. Esses estojos de munição aqui, tudo zero, né? Não vai fazer diferença. Essas ajudas aqui, isso aqui pode tirar. Isso aqui também, isso aqui também. Não, tem mais. Recursos. Joga tudo isso aí pra lá. Deixa tudo na nave, essas bosta. E as armas também. Isso aqui fica aqui. Tirar metade dessas armas aqui. Preciso pegar a arma boa, velho. Beleza. Causa 10% a mais. Tem que arrombar 5 cadeados para poder liberar esse aqui. Desbloqueia a funcionalidade da mira. As armas de mísseis são favorecidas. Deixa eu ver aqui, ciência. Tá. Beleza. E bora lá. Agora sim, vamos subir. Subindo. Não podemos garantir sua segurança, tendo rádio.
You're advised to leave this orbit immediately. The United Colonies will not be held responsible for any harm you suffer by proceeding.
Ok.
Let me check my logs. All right, you can proceed. We'll let them know you're on your way down.
Tá bom. Eu quero ir pra lá, ó. aqui, vamos que vamos.
This is UC Security. Prepare.
Exploração concluída. Porra, usei longe pra caralho.
Space. Maintain course and prepare to be scanned. Be advised you have been identified as a known... You're on the wanted list. Halt and prepare to be boarded or we will be forced to open fire.
Oxe.
UC security always gets you in the end. Remember that.
Que balela. Eita, load infinito. Bom, então agora a gente chega no distrito de Tance.
What the hell do you want?
By the way, Captain, Sergeant Yumi was looking for you. Sounds like he's got more work.
Authorized personnel only. Your friend has to stay here. Authorized personnel only. Your friend has to stay here.
Well, what a pleasant surprise. When I heard you and Hadrian were headed for Londinian of all places, I presumed you must be onto something big. Did you find what you were looking for? Good news, then. So, what exactly are you doing here? Plenty still to be done in defeating the Terramorphs, no? Did you? Well, I don't know what you think you heard on this recording, but I sincerely hope you didn't come to the wrong conclusions. After all, given the Cabinet's current state of anxiety, they might misinterpret such a discovery to mean I could have been involved with the attacks. Perhaps I can convince you to keep this among us. You want to hear the words, then? I did it. The Terramorph attacks on Tau Ceti, New Atlantis, my doing. Years of coordination between my associate and I, figuring out how to deploy the Lazarus plant's pollen outside of Londinian, learning to synthesize it, use it as a weapon. Now, being as clever as you are, I'm sure you have thoughts on why I might do such a thing. You can be more right. The attacks were a correction. When I discovered the plant, I did consider handing over what I'd found, but we were at war. And I couldn't risk information that dangerous falling into the wrong hands. So I ordered the bombing of the Londinian spaceport, fixing two problems at once. Halting the spread of the city's Terramorph outbreak, and sealing away knowledge of the plant's potential. Simple to say now, but with the outbreak raging from a barely understood source, the moment demanded quick action. So I did what was required. I removed the dangerous variable from an already catastrophic war. But then, as the war ended, my trial, my execution, I made a decision. After all, I'd given everything for the colonies. My life as I knew it included. And what did I get in return? Was there any effort by the UC to protect my legacy? My daughter's legacy? No. We were sacrificed when all we did was serve. So I kept what I'd learned and arranged the attacks to set things right again. My daughter, she becomes a hero. I become a trusted advisor, having found Kaiser, the research team, and cement my new position of influence when I hand them the name of the person responsible for the attack on New Atlantis. The dear departed Dr. Reginald Orlays, the associate who aided me all these years, and whom I always slated to take the fall. What luck he was stopped dead before he could hurt anyone else. His decades on the run brought to an end by another unlikely hero. You. Can't remember the many lives you've taken. Orlays was the man whose death you brought about around the moon of Etheria, the pilot of the Warlock, the man I had to eliminate, to hide my secret. It wasn't easy. But the beauty of being loathed is that people will do whatever they can not to deal with you. They wanted to pretend I didn't exist. And so I used their blind eye to my advantage. Still, establishing a back channel to Orlays via the UC recovery teams was painstaking work. I've led campaigns less nerve-wracking. They believed they were luring in wanted criminals, but were in fact delivering precisely encoded slates, filled with instructions invisible to any but their recipient, dropped off at just the right moments to fall into the proper hands. All without the UC realizing whom you're actually dealing with. Slow work. But as you can see, ultimately effective. Why would I want to be in the good graces of the people who control my very life? I don't know, Captain. Maybe I still dream of a life outside these walls someday. A new face would be needed, of course, but it wasn't an impossibility. Though now, I'm not so sure. Captain, please. You've benefited here as much as I have. Maybe more. It's why I had Orlays reprogram Kaiser. Had that old machine guide you to where I found the plant all those years ago. I went to great lengths to ensure your and Hadrian's success. And look at the results. I know for a fact the Cabinet's planning to honor both you and Hadrian once this is all done. Isn't that preferable to languishing away in obscurity? Running jobs on the tail end of nowhere for the Vanguard? With only the vague hopes of perhaps earning the right to buy a home in the well someday. Something befitting the dedication to the colonies you two have shown. While, of course, they can't give you a command, responsibility like that has to be earned. The Cabinet does have access to considerable resources. I expect you'll be quite pleased with the result. And none of it would have happened without my intervention. Precisely. And let's not forget the importance of our actual endgame. Eliminating the terramorphs. Securing knowledge of the Lazarus plant. What we've set in motion is going to protect thousands, maybe millions of lives. I'm simply requesting one more life be protected. Mine. I've already sent along the evidence of Orlays' role in the attacks to the Cabinet, leaving out my own involvement. All I ask is that you confirm as much to the Cabinet. Tell them that it was Orlays and Orlays alone. After all, I I do still have a long list of threats to the UC. This needn't be the end of our good works together. Hunting down criminals and other threats to the United Colonies. I expect they'll give me a bit more free range once this is all over. You would help me, like you did with Orlays. Track them down, and keep them from doing harm to the United Colonies. Impossible, though, if the Cabinet learns I'm the one responsible for the attacks. Splendid. Then I won't keep you. You've got important work, after all. Here's to a bright future.
Authorized personnel only. Your friend has to stay here.
Perfect timing. We just got in.
So on our end, good news. The microbe and the Asylees are both as effective against heat leeches as they are against terramorphs.
Means either plan should work for clearing those critters off our worlds.
Considering what the Lazarus plant is capable of, I don't think we can deal with those things fast enough. I already sent along info to the Cabinet to get them up to speed. So what about your end? Did you find anything? Did my father tell you what he knew about the Lazarus plant? I knew it. The second I heard that recording, I knew. Why? Did he say why he did it? Probably a good approach. I'm sure the UC interrogators will be able to get to the bottom of it.
So you're telling us that the attack on New Atlantis was Vae Victus's responsibility, just like the dooming of Londinian? That's insane! He has a sick mind indeed. It should be dissected and studied so we can fathom how the hell a human being can function with no heart.
Well, once we inform the Cabinet, they can ensure he won't be able to do anything like this ever again.
Exactly. Bring justice to everyone he's hurt.
So I guess that gives us our final answer. Nothing left to do but head in and see what the Cabinet thinks of it all. Unless there was more to discuss.
This might be our last opportunity to talk things through before the Cabinet weighs in on a decision regarding the terramorphs.
Then here we go.
Welcome back, all of you. I wish we were meeting under better circumstances. But according to Hadrian's report, and the second one I just received, it seems the terramorph attack on New Atlantis was no random occurrence, but a planned strike. Is what I'm reading here true?
My God.
An attack? Using terramorphs? How is that possible?
You will all receive a full briefing once we're done here. So then, is what the second report claims correct? Did Reginald Orlays commit these attacks, Captain?
Orlays? It's true, ma'am. I heard the recording myself. My father figured out how to use terramorphs as weapons.
He did what?
That's impossible. He doesn't have the kind of access to...
Clearly, he made his own access, Chief Sarkin. Madam President, I have been saying for years that not dealing with that man was gonna end in tragedy.
Enough! I hope everyone here understands that what has just been shared is a state secret of the highest order. This information does not leave this room. Now, that's quite the accusation you're leveling, considering Francois Sanon has not left containment for the better part of 2 decades. You have evidence to back this up?
It just transformed. A terramorph out of thin air. An invisible weapon. No planet would be safe.
Heavens help us. Is that actually him?
I'd know that voice anywhere. That's Francois.
He knew they could do this, and said nothing.
He's a sociopath. Plain and simple, ma'am.
Officer, please collect that recording.
Yes, ma'am. Begging your pardon, Captain.
We'll, of course, be launching a full investigation into how this could have happened. Though I have little doubt the Admiral will be quick to share all he knows on the subject once confronted with that recording. Chief Yassine, can you send one of your interrogators to have a little chat with the Admiral?
I'll issue the order immediately.
Good. Combined with everything else you all have uncovered. Well, I don't think the United Colonies can thank you enough. We failed the people of the colonies by not dealing with Vae Victis sooner. I intend to rectify that mistake immediately. I'm inclined to agree, Captain. Now, with our villain unmasked, we can attend to the other matters at hand. With the threads you've brought together here, the Lazarus plant, the attacks, the heat leeches, the 3 of you have likely spared thousands of lives. But it now falls to the Cabinet to ensure this can never happen again. As such, the Cabinet will be securing the Lazarus plant on Londinian. All materials related to the plant will be classified to ensure no one else learns its true nature.
A sound decision, Madam President.
I'm glad you think so. So then, to our final topic. The Cabinet has agreed to implement a plan that will deal with the Terramorph, and now also Heat Leech presence on human worlds. In fact, we've already begun enacting measures to check all UC ports and settlements for undiscovered nests. But we all understand this is only a partial solution. The project we're embarking on will be a long and difficult one. So our first step must be deciding how exactly this all will be handled.
Madam President, this microbe is clearly too much of a risk. The Aseles are the safer approach.
To someone with limited knowledge of biology, perhaps? The technology behind the microbe is solved science, Madam President. It isn't dangerous. Using it to wipe out the Terramorphs would be the quickest path to protecting humanity.
And fast results always lead to the best outcomes, don't they?
As you can see, there remains debate among the Cabinet. We were hoping your group might issue a recommendation. Major?
We've had a few discussions, but our group is similarly split. Only the captain has yet to weigh in.
I see. Captain, I know this may not be your area of expertise, but we'd like to know your take on the matter.
Glad to see someone's not afraid of a little applied genetics. The science division is in full agreement.
I doubt there's another body in the galaxy that could pull it off.
Absolutely correct. There are no better hands in the galaxy for this project than ours.
Order, please. And Major Sinan? Dr. Walker, you'd find this acceptable?
We trust the captain's judgment.
Then the matter is settled. We'll begin the process immediately. Today marks day one for the United Colonies Terramorph Management Division, making you three the founding members of the TMD. As befits such a group, the Cabinet wanted to display its gratitude. Today, we will be adding 3 new Class 1 citizens to our ranks.
Class 1? For the 3 of us? Are you joking?
What he means to say is, thank you, ma'am.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, ma'am.
You all have earned it. Now, there's much to be done. Major Sinan, Dr. Walker, I hope you two are willing to continue your efforts spearheading the TMD's research on Mars.
We'd be honored, ma'am.
As for you, Captain, the Vanguard will be providing much of the on-the-ground support for the TMD. As a member of both the Vanguard and the TMD, I believe you'll have your pick of duties. Speak to your commander, Tuala, if I recall correctly. He should be able to provide you with assignments going forward, plus help you collect the benefits that come with being named Class 1. On behalf of the whole of the United Colonies, you have our sincerest gratitude. This meeting is adjourned.
Those officers we lost at the spaceport are getting justice, and that's because of you.
Be careful if you run into those ecliptic jerks. They fly around like they own the settled systems, and they like to use old, abandoned facilities.
Informed us of your new status. Congratulations on making Class 1.
Well, I've got to say, this is a first. I've never had a Class 1 citizen in my ranks before. Congratulations, Captain. No need to thank me. You brought this all on yourself. I've already gone ahead and processed your Class 1 benefits. All UC goods and services should now have a thanks for protecting the colonies discount. And the credits should be in your accounts now. But to get into your penthouse, you'll have to pay a visit to the Aphelion Realty office. They should be able to grant you access. Just out the front door and across the plaza, by the embassies. Look for the Aphelion sign. Your credits and merchant discount? Your credits and merchant discount? Higher-ups wanted to make sure you know how much they appreciate what you've done. But with all that squared, it's time to get you a new assignment. There are your standard Vanguard missions, putting those pilot skills to use defending UC space. Or you could help the TMD in cleaning up terramorphs. Oh, and I got a request from Dr. Walker. Wanted your help collecting biological samples to keep an eye out for any, new alien threats on the horizon. Any of those missions call to you? Of course. You've earned some R&R. Once you're rested up and ready to head out there again, you come see me.
Kill.
I'm not feeling that bad.
We have an appointment. We're seeing the doctor. That's it.
The majority of citizens here in New Atlantis count on Reliant Medical. I believe our reputation speaks for itself. Welcome to Reliant. If you're in need of medical assistance or require supplies, I am sure we can accommodate you. All right, what can I do for you? All right, little patching up, you'll be all set. Let's get these wounds closed up and get you on the road to recovery. There you are, right as rain. May you remain in good health.
How long do we have to wait?
This space is a memorial to those lost during the Colony War. Your consideration is
Well, well, if it isn't the United Colony's newest Class 1 citizen, you've made quite a name for yourself in New Atlantis. In fact, the higher-ups want to thank you for your dedicated service by giving you one of the nicest pieces of real estate in the city. It's a premium penthouse at the top of Mercury Tower. Best location in New Atlantis, in my professional opinion. What do you say? It'll just take a second to get you registered as the owner. Great! You're in for a real treat. It's one of my favorite apartments in the city. Okay, you're all set. Your new home's located in Mercury Tower in the residential district. You'll love the place. It has a gorgeous floor plan and an unbeatable view of the city. Now that you're an owner, I'm sure I'll be seeing you around town.
What can I do for you? Right. Got so wound up bringing you on board, I almost forgot.
Oh, I haven't. Come on, John. Let's hear it, before you try to convince him to join the Marines.
All right. Here's what I've got. Vanguard volunteer by the name of Moera. Helps patrol the old neighborhood. Sol, Mars, Neptune, you know.
The Sol system? Which admiral did he upset to get that posting?
He's Martian, born and raised. Not like I can get anyone else to care. Word is he's got some fancy metal ornament he's been showing off to the old grounders. Matches that description Sarah gave me. Sol system is a lot of planets, but a vet like Moera will be checking in at Sidonia on the regular.
You mean hitting the bars, don't you, John?
Hey, nothing wrong with a little refresh between patrols. Anything for Sarah. UC always takes care of its own. Even the prodigal children.
Oh, brother.
Good luck out there, Vanguard.
Something for you when you have a moment.
While we scan for contraband. Scan complete. You're cleared to land.
I picked up something you might be interested in.
keep a lookout. Notify us if you see anything suspicious.
He can make a real good living working lots.
Can't say I'm a fan of excitement and drama around here. What's your poison? Yeah, what'll it be? Everything. It's my belief that the only booze... He ain't been around. Went off on patrol. Hasn't been back in since. Believe me. Look, nothing more I'd love than to help out a fellow Martian.
He has a tab, and you don't know if he's coming back.
It's a lot of credits, okay? I let it slide for a long time because he's a regular, but if I'm out all that money, I got... Come on. Life on Sidonia ain't hard enough. You're gonna guilt trip me? Yeah, I get your point. Maybe. Alright, I give up. Just trying to earn a living here. Last time he was here, Moira kept yelling about the Lady of Love, singing songs, all that kind of thing.
Venus? That's only one planet. Hardly an entire patrol route.
I got what I got, okay?
Fine. We'll make do.
Hello, what do we have here? See that cluster of ships? Varun Zealots. You ever run into one? Completely devoted to a deity they call the Great Serpent. The devourer of the unbelievers. I'll let you guess what happens if they spot us. No, but there's a UC satellite beacon, if we can get close enough to it. Exactly. Oh, great serpent, bless this communion that we may walk in Janan Verun's footsteps. That he jumped from the soul system out into the beyond and touched your magnificence. That he learned the truth of the shrouding, the coming eternal embrace. That you will reward the promised. Absolutely oppressive.